basically in this video I'm just going to be hiking up to the Hollywood sign and also watching the sunset there. So this is just going to be a vlog of me doing that. So I've been planning on hiking up to the sign for a while, and in this video I finally decided to do it. And so first, of course, I had to get everything ready and choose out my outfit. And I didn't film much of that, but I'll show you my outfit and get started with the video. So I'm just going to take you through the whole hike. I vlogged some of it, but I didn't vlog much of like the actual events of walking up there. I just vlogged the different scenes and all that. So first I arrived at Griffith Park. Oh, the lighting's awful. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, well, sorry about the terrible lighting, but I just made it to, I think it's Griffith Park, and I'm gonna hike up to the Hollywood sign, and I think I found free parking. Pretty sure this is free parking I'm in right now. It's like the coldest day it's gonna be for a while. It's been 75 since I moved here, but now all of a sudden it's been in the 90s, and so this is gonna be the coldest day all week, and it's 90-ish right now. So I should have gone earlier in the month, but it's fine. I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna try to hike up, and yeah, so I'm gonna take y'all with me. So let's do this. Okay, so there's no service out here, and also I have no idea how to get to the sign, so I'm gonna walk around and see if I can find any signs that tell me. But the trails didn't exactly have the best like signage on them telling you where to go, so I just picked one, and it probably ended up being the hardest trail. So I just found like a trailhead and ended up walking up it. Okay, so I found a trail, and I think it's the right trail or one of the trails. So I'm going on it. So I walked up for a while, and then after maybe about an hour I decided to stop and eat some food at like the top of one trail before it headed off into another trail, so I stopped there to eat before heading on to the rest of the trail. So then that trail that I took was even worse than the first half of the trail, so this one was going even more upwards than the first one. It had a very steep incline at some points, but it also did have better views. On the second half of the trails is when the sun started setting, and so I filmed some of that, and this trail ended up being to Mount Hollywood summit, which was actually not in fact the Hollywood sign. So this trail initially led me to, I guess, the peak, and then it had a little area where you could view like the whole area below you, so you could see the sign from there, but not at a very good vantage point, and it was kind of at an angle, so you couldn't really see it much, but you could see the city and like the skyline. So that was nice, but I didn't end up staying there for long because I did want to get to the Hollywood sign before the sun had fully set. So I was able to take a trail from there to the Hollywood sign. Now I probably didn't find the best vantage point of it, but I did find a good point where I could film it and all that. So it actually took me through a very narrow trail. The trail was actually like rather large for most of it, but then this part took me through a narrow trail, but it had lots of vegetation, so there was some fun plants along the way, and it was kind of pretty. And then that finally took me to a point where you could easily view the sign. sun actually ended up fully setting like literally maybe 2 minutes before I actually arrived to the point. And so I also didn't actually end up staying there for long because it was getting dark. And it took me about 2 hours to hike up to the sign, all the way from like the trailhead to the summit to the sign. So I was a little bit worried that it was going to take me that long to get back down, but then I found the shorter 30-minute trail that I was actually supposed to be taking to get me to where I wanted to go. So I ended up finding a very easy trail to get back to my car. Maybe a 30-minute walk wasn't that bad. Okay, I'm back in my car and that was a very long hike and I definitely took the wrong trail. So it ended up being like, I don't know, maybe a 2-ish hour hike there and then a 30-minute hike back because, well, I didn't have any service out here so I couldn't look up the trails, which one to take. So I ended up taking probably the longest trail there and then I found the shortest one back. So that was fun. Anyways, I need gas now and I am going to drive 30 minutes back home. So yeah. So after that I just headed back, I got gas and stuff and left, and that was it. So basically the hike, it was nice to take a hike, got a lot of exercise, was definitely very tired by the end of it, and it was honestly a kind of difficult hike, seeing as I'm a person who doesn't ever really like do like steep hikes like that. But it was nice, though if I ever did go again, I would find a trail that led to a better vantage point of the actual sign because that was the reason for going. But I am glad that I took the longer trail because it, you know, got me some good exercise and got some nice views, and it was a nice little hike. And that's basically going to be all of this video. So I hope you enjoyed watching the whole trek to the sign and all the scenery and all of that. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like. Also, you can go check out some of my other LA vlogs on my channel. And you can subscribe by hitting the button below or the icon on the bottom corner of the screen if you're using a computer. You can also check out some of my social medias linked below. And stay tuned for my next video because I do post twice a week every week. So I'll see you next time. Bye.